It's Hey everybody, it's Monday, October 7th. Hope you're doing okay. And we're going to read from Gospel Luke real quick, chapter 10. There was a scholar of the law who stood up to test Jesus and said, "Teacher, what must I do to inherit eternal life?" Jesus said to him, "What is written in the law? How do you read it?" He said, replied, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your being, with all your strength, with all your mind, and your neighbor as yourself." He replied to him, "You have answered correctly, so do this and you will live." But because he wished to justify himself, he said to Jesus, "And who is my neighbor?" Jesus replied, and then he tells him the Good Samaritan story. And then Jesus said, "Go and do the same." Anyway, I just could read more, but I want to talk about today's beautiful feast, October 7th, the Feast of the Holy Rosary, or also known as Our Lady of Victory. You know, as we deal with, I hate to say, with the Muslims, with the fear of the fanatics, the extreme Muslims. This is back in the 16th century. Looked pretty bad for for Europe as well, being overrun. But a Holy Father, the Battle of Lepanto, asked the church to pray the Rosary as they fought against the Ottoman Navy. And so they came together, though they probably weren't as strong, and they prayed the Rosary. And the Christian forces were at a distinct material disadvantage. But Pope Pius V called for all Europe to pray the Rosary for victory and led a Rosary procession in Rome. When do you see that? A Pope leading Rosary procession that he did. Anyway, about 5 hours of fighting in the northern edge of the Gulf of Corinth, off western Greece, the combined navies of the Papal States, Venice, Spain, managed to stop the Ottoman navy, showing the Ottoman advance to the west and denying them access to the Atlantic Ocean and the Americans. Well, I'm afraid Rosary not so much for victory in war, but simply as a beautiful way to pray. It's tough to pray the Rosary. Let's not kid ourselves, to stay focused, to stay mindful of the mystery. Our minds wander. As I tell people, I say the Rosary every day, and sometimes I even pray it. I get distracted. But there's something healing, just moving those beads, slowly, quietly. In a sense, it touches all the senses, right? Touch, you say it out loud, sometimes to yourself, the speech, then you hear yourself saying it, right? Touch, speech, hearing. And you used to call the Rosary because it used to be little roses that they would rub with their fingers and create little balls and create the Rosary. So there also be the scent of, you actually would smell it as well. But say about saying the Rosary, just passing it through your fingers, it's just that alone quiets us, slows us down. Even if our mind wanders, our heart is directed toward God. I think God will bless that as well through the intercession of His Holy Mother. So rejoice then in the power of the Rosary. In our own little battles that we may have facing us, pray the Rosary every day. Thank you. Bless you.